kept talking about it, so let's do it. I freaking love these games. What's going on, guys? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's a great series. I'm gonna have to be careful. Like any Star Wars game or any Star Wars property, it's gonna start with that main title theme. And I know for a fact that mess will be copyrighted. Alright. You can do a lot of cool things in this game. I actually really love the lightsaber combat. So most of what I'm doing will be lightsaber and dexterity. I'll put some in Constitution. Get this up to probably that. Those can go up, and then we can throw that there. I think that'll be a good setup for me. Give me some health, and it'll give me strength and dexterity. These don't really matter all that much. You can waste skill points putting them into random things here. The only things, like, I guess technically Persuade could be a good one for your character, but it's not needed. You need Treat Injury, and then you can throw a couple into Awareness and Demolitions, and you'll be fine. Repair, Security, the Stealth, Computer Use, those will be covered by other characters. And Persuade, I don't really feel a need to have it, especially if you get certain abilities later. But I don't feel a need for Persuade in this game. Now, the very first thing that they show you is two-weapon fighting, meaning if you want to hold like two swords at once and do two lightsabers. I used to do that every single time. It's not my style anymore. It's not what I like to do. Mine is down the list a little bit. There it is. The very last one on the list, actually, for this game. Dueling. So I use only one weapon, a one-handed weapon, and I gain a +1 to attack and a +1 to defense. That is how I do it now. I love that playstyle. It's fine to use this name in this particular game. In the next game, I'm going to have to go with the female character because it would clash with another character. And we're not going to do that. For this game, though, it's perfectly fine. I'm about to have to skip really quick in a moment because, again, I cannot have it playing that song. But let's see. What are we at? As of late, I've had videos coming out 5 days a week. That is most likely not intended to be the norm. I'm more wanting a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, but I want to save Tuesday and Thursday either for if a game happens to come out that I really want to play and I decide to record it as I'm going, or if we end up with a game like My Time at Portia that's just very long and it just requires excess days. Like, I can move it off of the main days and just put it into the sub days. Yeah, let's try to let's try to skip very quick on this. Nope, nope, don't do it. Don't you do it. Nope. One note. They got to play one note. That is not enough to trigger anything. I should be fine.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. Bastila is going to need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
That was quite the speech. You've moved me. Sure, why not?
Hurry
Let's
up and
help.
grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Alright. I am just standing here in my underwear. It's probably better to put something on before I leave. A little bit of clothing. And my sword. That's all I have. It doesn't give anything else at this current time. Let me make sure the gameplay options are right. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. For some reason, it keeps putting me down to easy. Not like I have to check it every single time because every time I start a new game, it's just automatically on easy, and I don't know why. All right.
Okay, let's move out. We should
Go,
stick
Trask,
together.
old buddy.
You'll have more success with a party than on your own. Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
All right. Switch over to Trask.
Now that the door is open, you better take the lead again.
I would, but literally we're going to go about 20, 30 feet, and you're going to tell me you need to be in charge again.
The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Go! Again. Need to be on him. This door is locked, and I have no security capability.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party.
How did I
For
get
the
ahead of you?
Republic!
Yeah. For my chocolate. They interrupted me. Right. Nobody steals my dessert. I'm kind of hitting buttons right now to get rid of a lot of these.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to get through a lot of these because it'll get rid of those tutorial messages. They're a one-time thing. Like if I go in these, a lot of these will, yep. Get rid of these. I did not mean to do that. I will be saving quite often with this game because I have had it crash on me in the past multiple times. And I do not want to lose progress for no reason. Right now, we're on an autosave that isn't too far off from where we're at, so it's not going to be that big a deal. I've always wondered how you got that echo there, but that one guy echoes every single time. Grenade, sir. But you don't have a second one, I bet. You go. Haha! Never doubt my gunblade. I hit you from all the way over here. I hear lightsabers.
Dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
They like kicking each other, that's for sure.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Well, at the very least, we can loot her before we go on. What do you mean unethical? I'm gonna do it anyways. Right now I'm at half health, but I don't need to heal. Like, there's the med packs. It's not currently a problem. Those guys up front, I won't even ever fight them.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And I'm gonna see if I can't show you something. Alright. This trick only works if you have two characters. But when you open up your menu, if you have the level up, it automatically goes to this screen. It wants you to do the level up. You notice at the bottom, it has the black button change character. For original Xbox, there was the black and white buttons on the controller. That button is now the right bumper on the standard Xbox controllers that we have. I couldn't tell you what this is on any other console, just Xbox. But if you hit the buttons really fast, like we're talking basically rolling onto them so that you are hitting them almost at the same time, but not quite. You're going to do right bumper and the A button. And you notice it has my picture, my character's picture, but it's Trask in the character screen. This is a cheap way you can get stuff. Like, these don't matter because these will be reset. But if I were to come in here and decide, oh, I want to skip a lot of the stuff in here, I'm going to want, let's just choose Critical Strike. Okay. But I don't want just regular Critical Strike. Notice, I can still level up. There we go. Because I'm going to reload anyways, it doesn't matter what I do here. But it now says level 3. Still can level up. Now I can get this. We can keep doing this. We just keep going. And there it is. Now we do just one of these real quick. And no, I'm back to level 2. Now, I do not have critical strike anymore because I did forget, like, that has to be the last one that you do. But you can unlock things that you should not already have by doing that. You can get feats and other stuff that you have. I kind of botched it at the end there, but that is a way you can just kind of cheat the system and get stronger than you're supposed to be. Plus, I don't care about healing because this heals you when you do it. Oh, look, I'm back to full health. No use wasting a med pack when I knew I was going to get a free heal. And I'm not going to play this game the way I usually play it. I'm going to play a little bit differently for a reason. The way I usually play it is there's a particular way I like to upgrade my character. And so, until I reach a certain point, like this level was mandatory, I cannot open this door in front of me unless I do the level up. But that's the only level I do through the entire first world. I fight at level 2 through the entire first world until I get to a certain point. I like to save those levels for other things, but I'm not doing that this time. I'm not worried about that today.
There's something behind here. Damn,
You got
another
this,
dark
Trask.
Jedi. I'll
It's all
try to
you.
hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
I'm rooting for you. That man is dead.
This is Carthel Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
That man is dead. Oh yeah, this room comes with another tutorial in it for this ship. They always do that. Why do you want to run the longest way around possible?
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
So I'm gonna tell you, the computer terminal is the easiest. You just come up here to this thing, view the transport module, and overload. Boom. They're gone. Done. Room cleared. And you want to make sure you loot this room, because this red guy right here, he has the prototype vibroblade and the ion blaster, I guess, if you're interested in that. The ion blaster is good for droids. It's like, you know, taking down droids, so that's, you know, a good thing here and there. But the prototype vibroblade, is going to be my main weapon for the next while.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on. We can
So
hide
you
out
knew
on the
that
planet
room
below.
was just outside of you, and you did nothing to help me. You just stood here hoping I didn't die against all those guys in there.
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left in the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Squeezing into this tiny tube with a man. Can I just stay here and get blasted? There we go. The way they did the eyes right there with them being shut just looks so weird to me, because it looks like the eyes are just blanked out and not that your eyelids are shut. I'm sure way back when this, like, I first played this on the original Xbox, it was probably really good graphics back then, but just looking at it now is kind of, ooh.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Scion, by the way, how did we
You've been
get
slipping
here?
in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. But try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
So you my life.
You don't
Thanks.
have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. It's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find
That
Bastila?
smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Any idea where we should start looking
While
for
you were
Bastila?
out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment
Let's
as a
go.
base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Do something stupid? No. You don't gotta worry about that. Just don't mind the bodies that I leave in my wake. So this is why the prototype Vibroblade is gonna be my main for a while. You can upgrade it. There are 3 types of upgrades you can get, and this just increased how much damage I'm doing with it. Plus 2 bonus damage for physical hits. Imp is just telling me to make sure I always select a party member when I leave.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
I'm gonna leave that for y'all to read. I speak for me in this particular one. Dude, Stormtrooper aim.
That's how we sit.
He was 3 feet in front of you and you missed 2 out of 3 shots.
Get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding up with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
Parth is actually a very good character to have right now. Karth can understand this guy or not. And yeah, I just asked him if someone will come looking for the bodies. Yep, just let me loot him first. You can have him after that. I'm gonna go ahead and open the door just so I know. I have that level up, but I'm not using it just yet. I will be using it, just not yet.
On it. It's open. What?
Yeah.
Tong haitwam jijijum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualea
Twi'lek.
gandona chuchu.
Or Twi'lek, however you want to say it.
Ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane ni bobo.
This is kind of a tutorial in and of itself, because it's going to tell me about energy shields. I don't care what your name is, and I'm not telling you mine. Or, pleased to meet you, Laram. My name is Sion. We'll be nice for now. Yep, I know all about energy shields.
Tong abog sha umninang wanga kundis king balemura. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kababol pamulji kumana.
We'll just do this real quick. I don't ever buy anything from him, but this is the first store that they give us, so we'll just look at it. There are the energy shields. It's literally what it sounds like. It's an energy shield. It's meant to help block against them shooting me.
What?
Breaking in.
On it. What's open?
There it is. Now, if you notice, some of these characters do not even get a name. They don't matter at all. You can get some basic dialogue, like, appearing on the screen, like a text bubble, basically. But they don't say anything important.
Uh-huh.
There was a character back there that
On it.
has a name
Sure.
that I didn't talk to. It's because, as of right now, I don't care. I may look into her stuff later. We'll see. But as of right now, I don't care.
On it.
What? There are different ways to play through some of these scenarios depending on your character, and whether you're a male or a female. Like, there are some characters that they won't deal with you at all if you're a male. Welcome to Terrace. There's the pod that we crashed in. Strange how they didn't think that we could be close by until like a few days later when they were doing a raid. Oh yeah, this will happen quite often. It's basically saying that this is when you have the characters in your party for long enough, it's kind of like a trust system, I guess you could say, and the more you talk to them, the more their particular stories you unlock, and this can lead to missions later on that have potential rewards for you.
Yes, what's in your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably
Not
mean
really.
well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about the past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
There'll be a lot more of that to deal with throughout the game.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got it. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Yeah, you mean like that droid that's just roaming around constantly doing nothing? And buy this. That'll come in handy for later. That item is something that I will need for a quest. It'll save me from having to come all the way back up here to get it. That's all I need from her. In a few moments, let me go ahead and save. This is the room I
can't
want.
believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match.
It forces
Now we'll
me
have
to watch
the
this.
duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two-Finger. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan.
And he fumbles it.
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Girl on Two Fingers.
Man, sucks. Unsure. You interested? What's in this for me?
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Yeah, man. We'll go with. Why not?
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
I'm ready. Did I just tell you I was ready? Come on, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very
He's still
special
nursing a wound,
presentation
and
in store
I'm not
for
even
you.
looking at my
You've seen
opponent.
him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Deadeye Duncan. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace.
Can't even be bothered to face the correct way.
From the shadows with no history, no past, and no name. The mysterious stranger.
This will be over in a moment.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
If you did the persuasion stuff, you could get a better take, but I don't feel a need for that. Yeah, blasters don't mean anything to me, man. My sword will handle it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for
Again,
you.
I
In
can't be
this
bothered to
corner,
actually look at my
one of the
opponent.
greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative
Actually, a little
newcomer
bit tired
to the
today.
terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger.
Spent a huge part of the day putting lights on the house, and so I'm actually pretty tired from climbing up and down that ladder many times. And nothing I can do there. Go for that. Yeah, we'll just go for it. Oh, right, this also. We'll just get this for now. I can't use it at current time, but we'll get there.
It's over.
And that is why I did not level up before.
The mysterious stranger has
It makes a
won.
great mid-battle
Gerlon
heal.
losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell.
That'll be the last battle I do for the moment. But I'm going to collect my money. We'll be back with better gear soon. Oh, this one right here.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Sorry, I'm not your waiter.
I get the feeling this spoiled brat can cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
Shut up, you
How
spoiled
dare you
brat.
speak to me like that? Daddy's going to hear about this.
I know, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Let's see. Yep, none here. There it is. This guy right here, Jargon. He is part of a quest, but you have to
No
be
hard feelings,
a
my good
female.
man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult. Surely you understand what I'm talking.
He will have nothing to do with me. He will only talk to women. Index Starkiller. Note the name for later. That will come up again.
You need a lesson on how to treat your social betters. Maybe you'll think twice. Daddy!
Think twice. What were you saying? Come back here. Let's have a talk. Pretty sure she despawns about the time she exits that corner, so I don't even know where she ends up.
What's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Later, apparently about, you know, an hour later, probably, for this point, given I did all that fighting.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me. All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though. You're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
It's like you said, when we first met. Bastila didn't have time to use her powers.
Bastila is as powerful as I say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I'm just a soldier. I'm sure there isn't anything unusual about that, is there?
Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors.
What's so odd about me being added to the crew at last minute?
One. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why would Bastila request my
The
transfer?
Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, ever, and I hate surprises.
On you, Karth? I had nothing to do with the crash.
I suspect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Fine. Let's just get back to something important
It
then.
has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
Yeah, let's do that.
Like I said before, I prefer action to talk anyway.
Door to the left goes to the next area, but I have business in the door to the right. This medical facility here. Koth, break down that door.
On it. It's open.
Sure. What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only.
Hey, I recognize these men. They're Republic soldiers.
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
A friend of the Republic. You can trust me.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done.
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Is there anything I could do?
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention. I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foran refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Michael disease. What's that?
A terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Maybe I can find a way to get my hands on that serum for you.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Don't say nobody. Alright, Zelka. I'll get that
Please,
serum for you.
don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll be
Goodbye,
going.
and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
And here's Zelka's.
You there. Wait a minute.
It always gets me. His name is
You
Gurney.
about the rat ghoul serum. I've got
This
an
is what you
offer
do for a living.
you
Your name
might
is
wanna
Gurney.
hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Davik King. Who's that?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
You mean Davik's a crime lord?
I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Tarisian dream, right?
And no, I'm not from Taris. So why does he want the cure?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Why do you care who gets the cure?
Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
I'll keep your offer
And
in
then only
mind.
the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Yeah. Screw you, buddy. I'm gonna have to deal with you now.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me.
My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
So I am about to do something. In the case of this game, like, there's some stuff I want later on that basically requires me to have a decent amount of light side going on, and it's easy to earn them in situations like this early on. So I'm going to be doing that. Especially since I know there's going to be some dark side points along the way, because I just love doing some of these things. But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give him the money, yada yada, he goes along the way, I get my light side points, and then we're going to immediately just loot the bodies that I just helped find their way to the ground. And that immediately gives me my money back.
You helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters. You've given me 100 credits? Just like that? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
You're giving him 100 credits? Generous.
Now I can pay off Davik. You've saved my life. Thank you. I'd better take these credits to him right away.
That'll give me that, but literally, this guy has 50 on him, and that guy has 50 on him, so there's my 100. I literally just get it back. It means I am 100 down from what my maximum could be. Well, technically my maximum could be more than that, because I had the option to mug the guy. But it's kind of like I gain and without really losing anything, so I'm fine with it. I get a decent trade. Now, this set of apartments, I have to come into as a part of the story. I have something here that I need to get, which again, if you are a female, it can be done differently than as a male. As a female, I could set up something prior to coming here.
On it.
Sure. So, Largo, give me your stuff. Thanks. I am a thief, for sure. Like, I just walk into these people's homes and just take whatever I want. Not much of a home to begin with, though. It's one room.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And very good. And she behind Goruvia. And now for the Klufta.
Uniforms, what are they talking about?
Curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation. Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
He doesn't actually know anything.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us?
I'm killing you first.
Civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
This again, another easy light side. I'm telling you, Karth is good to have this early on. You gonna move forward? I eventually had to move him myself.
Like that.
We might have a little trouble getting the blood out of his armor again. The hidden Bex. That should be going now. Sith armor. But Sith armor is what I needed. That's why I came in here. I'll be using that in just a few minutes.
On it. It's over.
Now, if these games are on PC and on the Nintendo Switch. If you want to have cheats and all that, both of those are capable of it. But be warned, if you use the cheats on the Nintendo Switch, the more you do, the worse the game runs. Like, you're actively changing things, and it does cause the game to run just worse over time, to the point that sometimes it won't even load up anymore. I mean, just the entire game, I mean, whatever file you were messing with.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you. Hey, this Schlum...
Oh, great. We're fighting the drunks, are we?
You talk big, Schlummy. Maybe you should show us a little
Let's
more
get through that a little bit.
Time to teach you a lesson, Schlummy. Maybe you'll think twice about coming up into our turf.
I had to do at least one evil one every so often. Just cause it's fun. Alright. That is a shop for droids, and as you can tell, I have no droids currently. So, moving along.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Here we go. And gang war.
Karatumpa kunba yiyamokapata. Onanay kachu. Yingking kunoba mulirachi kun. Tongna bunsha nyunyan. Kababol pamulchi kabana.
Ichuta, yun patisa, imani chalora kun.
This big Mel, he died instantly.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kurpa yiyamokapata. Chiyoka kutumpa kurpa yiya.
That was a long sentence for 2 words. Yep, I'm stunned. Now, during battle, you can come into your inventory and you can click items, but you can only do so many at a time. You do have to wait. If only the stuns wear off. Thank you. The Volker shock stick is what stunned me. Let's see. I have a +1 to repair. That's all I've got. Carth, he's got a 2. Carth is better at it than me, so Carth can do it. That's most of my parts.
Sure.
And now the droid will fight for me. Some of these containers have nothing at all, like they're basically showpieces. My droid got destroyed already, but it's fine. Used a lot of parts on it, but eh. Go ahead and heal. I'm gonna increase my dexterity and get that. Alright, level 4, we should be doing slightly better. Heavy blaster. We get rid of this. It's just a regular 1 to 6. Giving him a heavy blaster increases his power a bit more.
What?
Heart's blaster is one of those weapons in the game that can be upgraded. So it looks weaker right now because for the moment it is, but it can be better. Ah, yes, this room. I need to come over here and grab this. So you have Lupa, Uja, Alinda, Ashana, Photo, and Uji. Now, everything's marked as new because I haven't looked at anything. Alright, so this is a band. Oop. I never plugged in my computer. Give me a moment. Hey. All right. Back to this. This is a story about a band. And you have Alinda first, Uja, and then Uji. And Lupa.
Yes?
Alinda. Uja. Uji. Lupa. Now, for the last two, which one came first? Oops. Okay, so I did not hit it correct. I did not see the other name, but I probably just scrolled too fast. Uja, Uji, Lupa, Photo, and then Ashana. I saw Ashana's name. I did not see Photo. I was probably scrolling too fast. But the Echani fiber armor, that's what I wanted. That will be my new armor for the time being. It is just slightly better than what I had. 1 defense point. But this one can be upgraded, as you can see on the screen. Karth, you're going to have to switch to that, because you need armor, not just to be in clothing.
What? On it.
Ah, yes, this. Doing here? This place looks abandoned.
Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas maktelia.
Well, that was easy. I didn't think it would actually work.
Munka kun biskang bamulara takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu taudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampumpa bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachi chu aitha haudunga. Yinkin kuno bamulira chinkun. Slima podana. Rundi hadonga kununkabi.
There's some way I could help you.
Itana dana itya. Watayuma kawama huhanek. Ashonkturong umnipatoga. Wana kun bes ching pala multongi.
Maybe you can fake your own death.
Itana dana itya. Kunti chani. Tombatogas maktelia.
Tell me your plan. I might help you.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aithaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Mana tota. Chikratuk pola, Jishok Jonathan, Jongking no una pangpa mulira kun kili, kun kilino ba. Wata timanyo kola unanoku mulira. Wata wama mulira. Kin konjo peshak. No ba muliraji. Joni yun turungchi. Wi itadia. Pola una chinek. Ba mulira slimo wanga kun bisking.
I could get you a permacrete detonator. Well, I know. I have one on me right now. But I want to make sure I loot the room first before we blow it up. I told y'all earlier, I needed it for something later on, so that I did not have to come back to get it. But if I just said I have it, the room gets blown up, and then even that small stuff that I just picked up would have, been lost to me.
Tuni pudu. Rana no prata dunkno sercha ichua penki.
Last one was bigger.
Yinkin kun no ba mulri rachikun. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampongpa bolawana chikni. Pamulle slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonga ituam jiji yumalit pa ang ninkotu. Tulbada bunk walya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga.
He talks a lot.
Yumalit kainkotun. Chilo mulera de bobo. Munka kun biskang. Bamulara.
Yeah, there's no going back in that. Again, here we go.
Yes, what's on your mind? You do? Fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
We didn't finish our conversation this time.
I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
And what exactly are you watching?
I don't know
for?
that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all.
So you want some guarantee I won't betray you?
I don't know that you'll betray me, but there are no guarantees. Not for you, not for me. You don't have to take it personally.
I'm beginning to wonder if you're even capable
Well, you
of
can
trusting
stop
anyone.
wondering. I'm not.
That settles that, I guess.
Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this. So
What do you mean, why do I care? You typically don't want to travel with someone that you know doesn't trust you. That's literally a key thing. If you're fighting for your life, you don't want someone that you know is potentially going to turn on you, and you're the one that's constantly accusing everyone of betrayal. You throw the whole team into paranoia by doing crap like that. I was still fighting the ghost of his sword. Nothing to pick up. No, you don't try to walk through that door. Not just right through the door. That would be bad. Alright. I'm going to take a few moments to go use the bathroom real quick. Get back to it. This is a bar. A cantina.
Go away.
Jiska nichu, kimba muli radwanaji, kimba noku mixat abam, kakincha nawabakaon, tun abashun ni chunchi.
Kipuna, kavatumpa kulpa yiya mokapaata. Jiyoka kutumpa kulpa yiya. One.
Oscar, jiska nichu, the hupa botenya go gigi piti.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kupalea mukapata. Jiyoka kutumpa kupelea. Two.
Jiyoka ku, kimba muli radwanaji, kuyami juski chika nai, uba baska dwana chichopa muska, jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Uno, rananu prata donko shirkasha, jum apike. Three.
Yep, that just happened. And you can try to talk to him, he'll start counting on you as well. And yeah, it will end just as poorly for you as it does for them. Not very friendly, was he? Tell me about those bounties. Probably save again soon.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of your victims.
What did I do?
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Got a bounty I want to collect on. I believe. Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Muchachiscaton puta, casabubaka, ho 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 ho. Muchaodonga, ya fulki, Jibeduanani bobo. Stongamun shanungang. Muchikitoaki, jijaku. Tachichonai faodunga. Taukum justak mikegrabilmogo.
Maybe. We'll see. Now, I don't need to talk to these characters, but there are two characters right here that they
I told you to leave me alone.
are
So
among the
give me
named
some
ones.
space, Bug Eye. Your breath smells like Bantha Poodoo.
Kuyami Juski Chika Nai. Tong Patoga Smaktilia. Dabi Jubong Kuki Pankpa. Tong Itwamaji Human Act in Ikatune.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu Conchi. Jiskadasoki Kupa Bona na Chachu.
Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Jiyokaku. Kimba Muli Radwanaji. Kuyami Juski Chika Nai. Ubabaska Dwana Chichopa Muska. Jiskadasoki Kupa Bona na Chachu.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Chubasa. Kimba Muli Radwanaji. Kaba Volpa Murji Gumaya.
Christian and Zalbar.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee. It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need... You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
That is the last I need to do in the bar, well, even though I didn't need to do some of that. Some of the other name guys are just there to play Pazak, which is their card game they have. I'm not really into most card games, but I think it was something about, like, is similar to, what was it, Blackjack or something?
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulkar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulkar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. Well,
That'd be an ally.
we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulkars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
So you're going to let me
Go
in?
in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The hidden Becks are watching you.
So-called heightened security, they sure let me in pretty easy.
Hold it right there. Who are you? And what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base.
would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brezhik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brezhik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity.
Escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the Upper City about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gaddon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Don't worry, I'm not working for the Sith.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not
the
like
amount
it
of
could do any
times that I
harm to
say
me or my
something,
gang, but it
that's
might
just like,
cause
hey, just
problems
trust
for
me,
the
bro.
Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Beks don't believe in intergalactic slavery. But the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took a prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brezhik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
Swoop race? What does that have to do with it?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brezhik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual Swoop Gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brezhik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the Swoop race.
How do I enter the Swoop race?
I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
What are you proposing?
The Swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Beks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
Give me a sec, someone texted me. How am I supposed to get inside the
Getting
Vulkar
into
base?
The Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the Undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Or can I find Mission?
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Got some Sith uniforms to disguise
A simple
myself.
disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
Okay, I'll try the uniforms for the papers.
Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Nope, I'm good. I'll be back later.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Yep, that's kind of why I went ahead and just introduced Mission and Zalbar, because I knew they were going to be coming up, and I knew they were right there. Now, I'm going to do something real quick. You come to this, says X button, return to hideout. And look, I'm back to full health. And I can transit back to the exact location I left. So I just got a free heal. And we're back in the game.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Most of the Black Vulkars really are not that bright.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Tunipudu, Rana no prata duntno sercha, ichua penki. Wakana wamamulira, kenjunju barshak, no bulimuli raji, junitun, turji chiwi itado, bola una nichek, palamure slimuwanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. Better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Canderous Ordo. I can talk
Those
to them if I
Vulkars are
want.
dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Vex in line, but Brejik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Now he'll walk away. And they walk into this area, but you will not see them here at all. But here's Calo Nord again. I love talking about his size.
There's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect. That's the plan.
That's twice now he's just stopped and looked at me as he walks away. Ignore that for the moment and come in here. Blue shield around him means he's resistant to Karth right now. And we'll let Karth handle that. I'll just chill here for a moment while I get this stuff. Armor reinforcement. I've been waiting for that. And I have an energy shield now. That is a mine, which is obvious by the way that it says it on the screen. And I failed to disarm it, so I took that damage. Did I already open that? Think so. Taking some pretty heavy damage. I was hoping I could hold out. Energy shield. Can't do it from in here. I have to go out. Now, I'm not just going back so I can get that free heal. I'm absolutely doing it for that. But that armor reinforcement, I want to go ahead and equip it. It's up to a 7, so that added 2 defense right there. I haven't gotten anything else, though. Perfect. With that done, my defenses are better, and I can now go around here a bit easier. There's a couple of rooms in this particular series of apartments that have some things I've worked. This is one of them. So you would come over here and you would read this message. And it's just going to tell you about some random things from this. Like it's a message from this guy's uncle. Then you have this. I disarmed it that time. This strongbox has a password. So what you got to do is come in here and it'll ask you a series of questions. And the questions, the answers were in that thing that I just read. His pet, Hyperdrive. He learned to fire from his uncle, and he's from Alderaan. Or in 5 or 5 and 4, but this is upgradable. Right now, I'm going to leave it alone.
What? On it. What? It's open.
I haven't saved in a while. Let me go ahead and do that, especially in front of this chick. Because this is Selvin, one of the government bounties.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here? You're a fool
Here,
if
bounty.
you think you can collect the price on my head. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taris.
Sure. Part of the reason I chose to save before fighting her is because I was thinking of this in terms of my usual play where I'm level 2 going up against her. And I've been killed by her a few times. We just got an upgrade for car stuff, but we also got these. So reflex +2 and will +2. I also have energy shields, so I'll go ahead and equip one. And Karth could use some healing, so why not? Let's see. We're gonna give him that one. Give him some vitality increase. He's level 5. I'm level 4.
Let's go!
Yeah, the energy shield and last fight for this place. Now, up ahead is freaking death if you do not have the papers. Like, if you try to disobey the guy up ahead, you are screwed, because those turrets will tear you apart. No questions asked. Subtract 2 points from any damage suffered, and plus 1 vitality point per level from the previous thing. So I'm actually slightly higher than Karth. His dexterity is currently better than mine, and he's 1 point smarter than me, and has more charisma. Strange that the guy constantly accusing people of betrayal is the one that has more charisma, but alright.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
Got my security papers right here.
Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rackles, they call them.
I do wonder what type of side passages or whatever the missions Alvar used to get through here, because there's no way this dude just let those two walk through, no problem. And same thing for some of the others, because I know of a way that the Black Vulkars can get in.
Anyone using
But
this elevator
has an issue to it.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits. That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits. Please have pity on us. We have nothing.
I went ahead and chose
All we
a
ask is a few
random answer
credits
just
to
to
make
kind
our
of get it
lives
to this point.
easier.
Because, again, this is just going to be a quick light side point
Credits,
game.
Hush, or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two, get out of here! I'm sorry about that. Those two beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they
Yeah,
say
these
up
people
there?
had never seen the sky. And will be nice to just tell her
I've
that.
never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there. Rukil's the oldest man in the village.
Who is
The kids
Rukil?
call him
Rukil.
Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
Promised Land? What's that?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil. He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the Upworld.
Yeah, it's just a quick, like, 20 credits for light side points. Here's Rukil. Gendar. That's who I'm looking for.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
Let's see your
It ain't
inventory.
the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
That is a pretty good one, but I am not spending 750 for it. Scope, vibration cell. I'm gonna get that. There's some things I'll probably sell off later, not at this current time. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the one I already had. That's fine. Okay. And for anyone curious, no, I have not forgotten about the bounty to collect on Selvin. It's just not time to do that yet.
What?
Hurry, Hendar! Hurry! I can hear it coming.
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time! I can't! The Rakghouls are too close!
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all!
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please!
And there's a
make him
Rakghoul.
open the gate! Hindar will die if he doesn't!
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near.
Open the gate,
You
I'll
risked
kill
your
it.
life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Car? Thank you. Yep, these things have poison, so you can get poisoned fighting them pretty easy. But
I can't
it's a
thank
simple
you
thing to
enough
deal
for
with.
saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
Yeah, it's cheap, but it works. And it's not the only cheap thing you can do in this game, trust me on that. Sith Patrol is what I need to see.
Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you?
Oh, slow down, mission. What's wrong?
Zalbar, he's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Calm down. Take a deep breath. Tell me what happened.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
You know where they
I
took
don't
him.
know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds him of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
I help you get Zalbar back. You have to get me inside the Vulgar
It's a
base.
deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulgar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulgar compound.
And there's one of my characters. I typically give her blaster rifles. She has this, and that's very good. I will be doing something about that in a moment, because Zalbar could use that later. And yeah, I don't have an issue telling you that Zalbar is a part of it. You kind of probably guessed at this point. But look at those stats. She is why I did not care about the other, like keeping some of the other stuff. 2 points, 2 points. Get that off, and I guess we'll give her that. We can deal with security later. She has a stealth build generator, so that's something that will come in handy later. Now, yeah, I know you're probably tired of seeing me do that, but I'm actually coming here to upgrade that one sword, so I have it to use soon. Oops. 3 is the maximum you can have out at a time. So I have a full party right now.
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
I've got all the proper security papers.
Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rock Ghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rock Ghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control.
I should be going.
Yeah, sure. The commander won't be too happy if you come back empty-handed, right? Well, the same thing goes for us. Come on, Patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
I have no idea if they do get out of this mutant-infested hole. If I have anything to say about it, they wouldn't. I'd kill them right here. I'd strike him down. Freckle feet.
How'd you like that?
Oh yeah, mission.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I know a little more about
Really?
you, mission.
You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
How did you and Zalbar hook
Big
up?
Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
We want to pick a fight
Hey,
with a
nobody
Wookiee.
said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Could your story be more boring? You're lucky you didn't probably with a
Hey, I don't need
blaster.
a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
Well, the other two
The
Volkers
other
do.
2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
And you survived before you met
Hey,
Zalbar.
what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
How does
He
Zalbar
was
end up on
fleeing
Terrace?
some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
Yep, I can ask this
That's
one more
supposed to
time,
mean-
but
In fact,
yeah, there's
I
nothing
suppose you're
else to say.
right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
I know you had a
My
brother.
brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens
I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Can you guess what missions, story, and like, you know, potential stuff up ahead could be dealing with? Mission poisoned. Practical serum and a beam splitter.
Hey, Karth. You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for her.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's
Missy?
this? Only bratty little
All right, old
children
man.
fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
You gonna instigate things more, but just settle
I don't
down.
have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Arth, you do gotta stop, like, just picking fights with people in Mission. You can't just, you know, get worked up over everything.
Ready?
Yeah?
I may have enough to actually recover it. I'm not sure.
Yes?
What?
Yeah?
Sure.
Got a Republic soldier up ahead.
Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease.
Here, take this serum. It will cure you. Don't worry, it's not a one-time thing. I can use this thing many times.
Those things, they attacked as soon as we came out the doors. They killed the others. It was horrible.
Okay now, but I need information. I'm looking for Bastila.
She wasn't in this pod. We were tracking her pod just before we hit the planet's surface. It went down somewhere to the west. We lost the signal when our own pod crashed. Maybe. Wait. What was that? Did you hear that? I thought I heard something.
I didn't hear
Over
anything.
there. I heard something. I know I did. There it is again. It's those monsters. They're coming back. Run for your lives.
Man is traumatized from everything. Unfortunately, that does not work out for him. Easy enough.
What?
Yeah?
Nothing to really loot. So, mission, please move. And Canderous.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn Rakghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Why, is there some danger down here?
This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with Rakghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Canderous, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a Rakghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
That guy died instantly.
Damn. I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the Rakghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
Better get going.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
And that worked out. Mission's a very good character to have. Now, because I gave her that blaster, she's technically doing two-handed fighting, two-weapon fighting. So I'm going to give her that. Though she already had dueling. They intended her to have one, but I don't care. I do what I feel like. I'm only taking 1 point of damage at a time, so I'm not worried about it. I have a lot of health right now. I ducked and just blasted. There isn't much more to do in this part right now, so...
Huh?
What?
So the current plan, I'm going to finish up what I'm doing out here. Then I'm going to go in and save Zalbar. Once that is done, I'm going to end the part there. We can continue breaking into the Vulkar base later.
Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
I got the serum. I'm
Your
good.
offer is generous, Upworlder, but the serum is useless to us now. The villagers infected with the rat ghoul disease have been quarantined beyond this gate. At any moment, they could be transformed into terrible monsters. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into rat ghouls and attack them at any moment.
Don't underestimate my foolishness.
Farewell.
Please, help us. We're infected with the rat ghoul disease. At any moment we could... no! This cannot be...
You have officially seen someone get turned into a rat ghoul. The same thing would have happened to that Republic soldier if I didn't give him the serum when I did.
Please, please, you have to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us. We can't end up like them.
Cure.
You have a cure? Please give it to me, please, quickly, before it's too late.
Here.
Quickly, I must inject it before it is too late. Yes, I feel it working. I feel the disease burning away. It's like a miracle. I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death. I only wish I had some reward to give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod.
Republic escape pod? What are you talking
Not
about?
long ago, an escape pod crashed in the Undercity, far to the northeast of the village. We were going to try and salvage equipment from it, but we were attacked by the rat ghouls and infected. I'd tell you more if I could, but our salvage team never reached the pod. It's probably still there, unless some of the other Upworlders already found it and picked it clean. We should go now, Upworlder. We're anxious to return to the village and see our families again. Thank you once again for everything you've done.
I do not. Yeah. Jeez. Does not want to move. There we go. That's the one they're talking about, and that's where we've already been. Unless I missed something, I didn't see anything to click on there. Ah. Jeez. Where the crap am I? How did I get in here? I don't think there was ever anything at that escape pod. That's what I was trying to think of that. It's like I think there was never something there. They probably meant to, you know, put something there, but they never did. There's actually, for both this game and the next, there's actually quite a few things that end up getting cut. If I'm not mistaken, I could be, but if I'm not mistaken, I think the whole Promised Land thing they did was supposed to be a quest in and of itself, like something you could help them with, but I don't think there's anything you can do with it. I don't think it ever got finished and put in. So really, again?
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Alright, what about your brother?
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Embarrassing,
It's
why?
complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Taurus. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
You were
I don't know
stowaways?
the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
He's family. You had to stick by your family.
That's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive. He showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Who's Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Actually, I think there might be something for the Promised Land thing. I think I have to give him what I found a moment ago, and then he'll probably ask for something more. I don't know. I don't quite remember. I don't think you get much of anything out of it other than, like, there might be a way to get some money if you really wanted, but I don't really remember a whole lot on it.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Watch yourself. This guy's star chart is missing a few galaxies, if you know what I mean.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg
I feel like
you.
there might be some in between there, man. Not every single person is going to come and do that. What are you talking about, old man?
You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear.
I feel it probably more
Some
than
things,
sometimes for you.
My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
I'm Scion. What do you want from me, Rukil?
Once I was honored for my wisdom, but over time the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually there was only a single apprentice who followed me, and now she is gone too.
True path, what does that mean?
No, not yet. I must be wary, careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you? No, not until you prove yourself.
Sir, there's only one savior and I am not him. But at the very least, I can help you, so what are you trying to get me to do?
Lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
Your apprentice is dead. I have her journal.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news,
Should we do a salute? Do you need a blast, or do we need to do 21 shots?
You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the promised land.
I don't even know where the promised land is.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Very well, tell me the history of your people.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface
I feel
of
like I
this
should have
planet.
brought a thing of popcorn.
There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
Is that how you came to be down here?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Terrace, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land.
You were looking for the mole people, you found
will be
them.
the one to show us the way to get there.
The Promised Land. What's that? For the second time.
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
I have one of the journals you're looking for.
Yes, Upworlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all three journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, Upworlder, for the sake of the entire village.
What?
You can go ahead and do this. It affects nothing to go ahead and power him up. Like literally, it'll affect nothing.
I saw you talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
Stop him? What are you talking about?
For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukel ever finds his promised land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
So what do you want me to
The
do?
two explorers who went searching for the promised land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rukel's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukel's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the promised land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me. Once
I'll
you
think
have
about
all
it.
3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
You're the one that approached me.
Yeah, okay. You'll come back and see me if you want a deal.
We usually skip over this quest because it's not really worth a whole lot. That's why I forgot it was even a thing for a moment. Let's see. I'm getting myself lost. Give me a second. Where was the... Oh yeah, no, it's right here. Yep. So Zalbar and the other 2 journals are in here. And there's the Gamorreans. Promised Land Journal. There's the first one. Why would I go for the one furthest away? There are these Gamorreans. Oh. So that little energy shield right there, that's what I need mission for. But until I get Zalbar, I can't do anything about that. She won't open it unless I get Zalbar first.
What?
Yeah?
What?
I highly doubt I would end up using it. I was wondering where they were. I was like, I didn't say anything, but I was like, okay, this room is supposed to have Rackles in it. Where are they? You probably won't end up doing it, but the final boss of this game can be killed with excessive ease. And all you need is a bunch of mines. You just there's a way to have the game let you set a bunch of mines all in one spot, just a ton of them all in one spot, and then you just stand behind them and have them run at you.
Ready?
What?
And Promised Land Journal. All the clues. Time it for it. Those are good. Go ahead and grab that. Orange. Be a regulator. We'll deal with that in a sec.
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
And here he is.
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission in Zalbar, together forever.
You met me in the cantina.
These are my new friends.
You forget
Big
me
Z.
that fast?
Without them, I could never have got you out.
Good to meet you, Zalbar on Scion.
A life debt? You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. Better be sure about this. Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means?
It's some kind of loyalty vow, isn't it?
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you.
I'm honored to accept his
I
vow.
guess this means you're stuck with me, too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again.
Glad to have you aboard.
So, I guess I still owe you one secret passage to the Vulcan base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den.
Good. The sooner we get there, the better.
Come with you. The Vulkars put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Vulkars on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there.
Rancor? Are you
There used to be a
Serious?
Rancor monster that made its
Yeah,
nest in that part of the
Rancor.
sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, rankers aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind.
That's not really an option. Let's go.
Okay then, off we go. Well, like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
It'll open up the screen. And we're taking Zalbar. Give him that. Missions Vibroblade. And we'll give him another Vibroblade. It says -1, it's fine. We'll take care of that. With this. Now he has a +3 to his ability to hit.
Yes?
I always have him be a dual wielder. Always. That's just how I do it. And yeah, he is no joke.
What?
Don't what, me? Get over here. Your weapon, technically Zalbar's weapon, but your weapon is in here. Yeah. Zalbar's bowcaster.
What?
Don't think we've saved in a while, so let me do that.
What? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh. Calm down.
Yes?
We got a little bit to this place we haven't explored. They broke that door, so no going through there. Mission, please. Now, we already know where to go to further the story, but we're not going to further the story anymore on this part. We're just going to clean up this area. And I think I'll go back to give Rukil his stuff. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, because I switched off her. You can switch off of them in the next game, I'm pretty sure, but I guess this one doesn't like when you do it. There we go. Starting to get that to go for a moment. Zalbar is one of the best characters in this game. Like, having Zalbar on your team just gives you a huge advantage. There's the force field. Here, which means, yep, right outside the gate. So that's a much quicker entrance.
Welcome back, Upworlder. How goes your quest? Have you found the journals of my father and grandfather?
I have all 3 journals here. Take them.
Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Frukill, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rukill? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you, everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rukill. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rukill. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous.
Hi, Rukill. And good luck.
We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen. But the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
Yes. All of them left. Every last one. They're gone. Just to feel important, that guy would have absolutely just let them here to rot and suffer, just so he could feel important. What a piece of crap. Alright. That'll be the end of this part. When the next part starts, I will be in the sewers right by the force field. I'm gonna go back and get a couple things upgraded, that kind of mess again. But I'm not gonna do anything outside of, like, just go to the base, upgrade, then come back and get right in front of the force field. Nothing else will be done. Till then, talk to y'all later. Peace.